Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this review right now, you're probably doing some research on Jamie Lewis's Wealthy Agency. Okay, so it's just wealthyagency.com. I'm gonna review this product, and then you can decide whether or not you want to invest the $27 into this program or not. Okay, this is a really interesting one actually. So Jamie Lewis, he doesn't really need any introduction, but he's been online for a long time. He's released many produccts. Okay, that's the thing about him, is that he's a serial product launcher, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but he doesn't focus just on one thing. He does do a lot of launches as well, right? And with this one, this is a very interesting angle on internet marketing. So essentially, what Wealthy Agency teaches you how to do for $27 is basically to advertise any sort of freelancing job on Facebook. Okay, so for example, if somebody wants to create a logo, or they want a podcast introduction, or they want transcription services, or they want you to write them emails or build them a sales funnel, what you would do is you would learn to run an ad on Facebook for that particular service, and then when somebody clicks on your ad and goes to your website to buy that service, you would then go to another freelancing website like Freelancer, Fiverr, LinkedIn, Craigslist, and find another freelancer that will do the work for you. So you're not actually doing the work, right? So you get them to do it at a cheaper price. You deliver the product, the finished good, to your customer, and you basically make the spread on how much you charged your customer and how much your freelancer is actually doing it for. So for example, if you charge $50 for a logo on Facebook, and your customer wants to pay you $50, then you might get the logo designed for $20 on Fiverr, for example, and then you deliver it, and then you make the $30. Okay, so that's essentially all Wealthy Agency is. It's teaching you how to become a freelance broker, if that makes sense. So the idea is really interesting, actually. Not that many people are actually talking about this. Most people talk about creating a digital marketing agency. This is more like a freelancing agency, if that makes sense, right? So the idea is interesting, and there's definitely money to be made, but you still have to understand that there are a couple of areas where you have to get really good at. Okay, so here's the problem, right? So first of all, the good thing about it is that it's an interesting idea, right? Not that many people are teaching this, which is pretty cool. Jamie Lewis is a pretty successful internet marketer. He obviously has made a lot of money, so that's pretty good as well. And the idea is interesting, right? Not that many people are doing it. Now, here are the couple of problems that I see with a program like this. All right. Number one, you have to advertise everything on Facebook, and you have to learn to market Facebook. Facebook is a very difficult platform to get good at, because Facebook is just Facebook. They make millions of dollars from large corporate companies like Coca-Cola and Heineken and Sony. They don't care about the little marketer, right? So you can get your ad account shut down anytime. I've had 4 Facebook ad accounts shut down for no reason at all. Okay, I wasn't trying to break any rules. So again, you just have to be very careful, and it's a very complicated ad platform to use. Some people say it's easy. It's not. It's extremely complicated to use. All right, so you have to learn to use Facebook. Now, if you can get over that hump and you can learn to use Facebook, you have to understand problem number 2 is that you have to spend money on advertising. Okay, now spending money on ads is not cheap. All right, even if you are spending money on logo design, or podcast voiceover, or transcription services, interests like that, you still have to spend money, right? So here are a couple of things, right? You have to make sure that you learn Facebook, number 1. Number 2, you have to have enough money to spend on Facebook ads. Okay. And you have to make sure that your profit levels are high enough for you to make enough money from every single project that you get and send out to your outsourced freelancer. Does that make sense? And then the third problem is you have to find good freelancers that can actually deliver good work in order for you to deliver to your customers, right? Now, if you can figure all that stuff out, then yeah, you could probably make a little bit of money from this strategy, okay? So let me show you how the product breaks down. When you buy this product, the good thing is there's a 60-day money-back guarantee, because this is on ClickBank, which is a good thing, right? So slightly lower risk because you have 60 days to try it out. But then there are 3 upsells, right? And really, you can't do much without the upsells. Okay, so the base program is $27. Okay, so you get some basic information on how this works. But upsell number 1 which is basically his outsourcing suite, which costs $279. That is actually the upsell that you need, because basically he's going to teach you how to find the outsources. So he'll give you all of his information on how to write good interview notes. He'll explain to you where to find the right outsources, how to interview them, and make sure that they can deliver good products to your customers. Because if you have bad outsources, if you have bad freelancers, you're not going to be able to have a good business, right? So essentially, the upsell $279, you have to buy it, right? Otherwise you're not going to understand how to do it properly. Upsell number 2 is $149, and this is a weekly training with Jamie Lewis, where he'll come with you online live, right? Give you support, answer your questions. He'll have guests that come online as well, and that will help you to build your business. So he doesn't give you that support with a $27 product. You have to pay for that, right? So that's additional, okay? And then there's a third upsell, which is $249, and this is his Facebook ad campaigns. So if you want to learn how to do Facebook properly, then you have to buy the third upsell, which is $249, and he'll give you all of his ads on Facebook so that you can run proper ads and stuff like that. And that's pretty important too, okay? So yes, you can learn the basic skills of running a freelance agency with just paying the $27, but to be honest, if you really want to be successful with this strategy, you probably need all the upsells as well. So if you really think about it, you'll end up spending more than $600 on this product, okay? So that's what Wealthy Agency is. It's not a bad program, In fact, Jamie Lewis, he not all his programs are great, right? Some of his programs are very hypey, to be honest, but actually the training and the idea of this program is quite interesting. This is basically flipping, right? You're flipping something. You're flipping a service essentially, right? So instead of flipping baseball cards or flipping shoes or flipping eBay products, or flipping a website domain or whatever it is, you're flipping freelance services, which is quite an interesting idea, right? But it just depends on whether you want to build that kind of business, okay? Because it's still quite manual, right? Remember that this is how it works, right? You run a Facebook ad, which you have to learn to get good at, right? And when somebody brings in an order, you have to take that order and you have to give that order to your freelancer. So that part is completely manual. It's not automated at all, right? Because there's no API code or anything like that. So you get it on your website, you tell your freelancer, you work with your freelancer, they give it back to you, you deliver it to your client, you collect your money, and hopefully you didn't spend too much money on advertising, and you're able to make a little bit of a profit from every transaction that you make, right? So yes, it's possible to make money from this, but it's pretty tricky, and you would have to get really, really good at it before you can start to make a lot of money. So when he's talking about making, 6 figures a month, I mean, that will take you, I think, a very, very, very long time before you can make 6 figures with this kind of strategy. But can you make a little bit of money? Yeah, absolutely. Flipping services and flipping products, you can always make money from that. It's just how well you execute, okay? So that's my review of Jamie Lewis's Wealthy Agency. It's not bad. It's definitely one of the more interesting products that I've reviewed, and it's a very interesting idea as well. It just depends on whether you want to start a freelance flipping agency. That's the question, right? So if you're watching this video right now, you're probably someone who's looking to make money online, right? You're on here, maybe you saw this product on ClickBank or you saw it advertised somewhere, and you're like, man, I want to make money online, but I don't know how to do it. I have no clue how to do it. I can tell you that I was you back in 2009. I started in 2009. I've been working my full-time job for 5 years at that point. I was getting burnt out. And where did I go to find information? Well, I did exactly what you're doing right now, as I went online and I did a lot of research, and I found out that there's lots of different ways to make money on the internet, and I tried literally everything. I tried affiliate marketing, internet marketing, MLM online, top tier sales, drop shipping. I tried survey websites, GPT websites. I even made little Facebook pages where you fill them with products and you drive likes to them, right? I've even contemplated the whole digital marketing agency idea, which is a silly idea, to be honest, because if you don't understand marketing, you can't run a digital agency, okay? So tried a lot of different things. And what happened in the end was I spent more than $90,000 from 2009 to 2016, made a couple of sales here and there, but essentially I could never get into profit. I was always spending more money every month than I was earning. And when you spend more money than you earn, you're making a loss, right? And when you're making a loss, what's happening? You're losing money. So I was going broke, okay? And then what happened is in 2016, I met someone who taught me how to really market online and sell really good products, automate the process so that I can sell a digital product that is free to a group of people all over the world that want them. And when they buy the product, it's all automated. They buy it, it gets delivered, and then you make a commission. And that's called good affiliate marketing, right? And then when I learned how to do that properly, I started making sales slowly. It wasn't something that happened overnight. I started making one sale a week, and then one sale every few days, and then a sale a day, and then multiple sales a day. And then I started generating tens of thousands of dollars. And then in 3 years later, in 2019 April, I tripled my old corporate income, and I quit my corporate job at the end of April 2019, and now I do this full-time online. I've got hundreds of students all over the world where I teach them exactly how to do affiliate marketing the right way, okay? So how do you find great products? How do you find a great group of people that want those products? How do you automate the entire process? And how do you make sales even if you're sick, or there's the coronavirus, or whether there's World War III going on, or if there's a bad president in some country, or you have mad cow disease, or the trade wars, or whatever it is, it doesn't really matter, right? Because everything is online, and when you do it right, it's very, very automated once you build everything out properly, of course, and the sales are real, okay? So it's completely up to you, right? If you're here because you're like, Aaron, I want to run an agency. I want to run a flipping agency. Then Wealthy Agency will teach you how to do that. But if you're like, I don't know if I want to run an agency like that. I want to just learn how to sell great products online, find an automated process to do that and do it properly. Obviously, you have to, build your foundation. It's not going to be automated from day one. Understand that, right? This is a real skill. So you have to learn that skill. But eventually, with the right software and tools and traffic, you can automate most of it, 80% of it, right? If you want to learn how to do that and that interests you more, then I would love to give you access to a free training that will show you how to do that, right? So all you have to do is click the link right below this video. You'll see a little link right there. It's going to lead you to my website. Enter your real email address, because I'm going to send you a video to your email inbox that will show you exactly how to do this, what business model works, how to find great products, how to build out a sales process, how to automate your business so you don't necessarily have to be there all the time, right? How to learn real skills, okay, and how to make a lot of profit when you learn to do this correctly, okay? Make sure you check your spam folder, because email ends up in spam sometimes. And look, I wish you all the best, okay? All the best of luck to you, your family, and your business, whatever you decide to do. And I hope to see you on the next page. Take care and all the best.